I'm gonna use this picture right here on my phone. It's not a video or anything, it's just a picture that I took. And I'm gonna show you the different frequencies in light using colors. And inside these colors is these beings, as you can see right here. You know, you probably can't see them too clear, but these is what's called the elementals, or, you know, nature's helpers. They're the fairies of the trees, the rocks, the air, the water, the earth, the fire. You know, inside of our body, they're all there combined, working, keeping us alive. And a lot of people see them nowadays and think they're entities, demons, all these stuff, because a lot of people is doing a lot of evil within themselves. And when they come and they get across these energies, they get anxiety and fear and all type of different things. It could influence you in bad ways, but it's you really have to overcome these things that's inside of you that's making you bad, because we all share these same things. But anyways, let me go through the different frequencies of this so that you could understand how it works. As we go up in frequency, you see how the image starts to change. You see the different species. They're all here in different colors of light. That's their home. You're ignorant to the fact of this, and when you see these things, you spook out and then start turning to religious texts to define them. That is not true. They've always been here. I've traced them down through ancient history. And that's how I know what I'm saying is factual. You can look in rocks, they're in rocks. They're in the clouds, they're in water. They're in everything. So, you know, don't get superstitious now. You gotta understand, this is the Aquarian age. Energy is here and it's very sensitive. We're all very prone to it because really we're made like superhuman as far as in the whole animal, mineral, and plant kingdom. The human being rules, and so being that we rule, our genetics and DNA afford us to see all that is in reality. It's just that out of the whole electromagnetic spectrum, we only see what 0.2% or 0.2% of the whole electromagnetic spectrum. So this is what's going on just in the Roy B. give of the electromagnetic spectrum, the basic colors of the rainbow. This is what's hidden in there. And you know, I'm just letting y'all know what's going on, because there's a lot of people trying to demonize these things, and it's not nothing really to demonize. It's always been there. Only reason you can't see it and I can, and I could connect to it, is because your magnetic field determines the frequency and strength of your connection to the other worlds, because they're connected to the magnetic field. Everything have a magnetic field around it. So if you have a weak magnetic field, you live a regular life in the third dimensional world. But as you build up in consciousness and, you know, I guess experience through trauma and adversities in life, you develop, you know, what's called intuition. And this intuition, I guess, is the inner fire that's inside of you to help ignite your ascension and connect you to your magnetic field, or increase your magnetic field. And once this amplification happens, you start seeing and hearing things that other people can't hear. So I just want you to see what other people say they see and other people hear, because they talk to some people too that we don't see, you know. And they're not nothing to eat us. They don't eat food. They don't eat physical flesh, humans, or anything like that. These is light beings. They can't even really see you, you know, because it's like how darkness is to us. Well, that's how light is to them, different colors. They don't see the other colors. And so whoever reside in whatever color live in harmony. They all meet up here in our world in white light, and they all get along. Nobody fight with each other. They don't even know what it is to fight. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to understand that not everybody's good looking like you and Joe and everybody. So, you know, when you see these things, don't think they're going to look human or look as good looking as you and whatnot. And if they look hideous, that they're evil. You know, looks can be deceiving. We all know that. If you judge a book by its cover, you done read you a bad story. So, I just want y'all to understand what's going on. And a lot of people is on YouTube putting up a lot of crazy videos talking about they've been eaten by reptilians and this is this and their views on this, but nobody really experienced it. You understand? What I'm showing you, you would consider it the underworld. It's exactly what it is. This is the underworld. The underworld is the magnetic field. And when you're in the underworld, it's accessible to just about every entity, every disease, everything got a living counterpart to it with an image to it. And this image resides in the magnetic field because you look at it like radio stations. It's different in many radio stations, TV stations, on the air. Everything is in the air. And you got cell phone signals, GPSs, satellites. All this is in the air. This is the same way. This will be like your satellite station. This will be your cable. This will be your cell phone. This will be your radio. So life is intelligence. Nature is intelligence. It got everything categorized to a certain frequency integrity. And so in it, we only reside in what's called the white light. So we only believe in what we see. And our senses can't pick up these other frequencies, so they don't exist to us. Thus, when we feel the energy from these other places, we get spooked out, or we start running to the church and getting an exorcism. That's not the case, you know. This is inside my hand we're looking at. This whole thing is a picture of my hand. I just put my hand real close to the camera and took a picture of it. So, if y'all don't want to understand that this ain't like out of the air or out of a movie, this is out your body, I hope y'all understand now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many people talking a lot of nonsense that don't experience nothing, that haven't seen it. Really, it's kind of weird, because you would think that people would at least come up to it and let it bite them, rip off their arm and say, yo, it did that to me. But nobody don't even do that. People just go off speculations and then tell the same story over that somebody else said. And that's it. Nobody really know anything. We're not educated in any way about it. I'm educating you about it, so that you don't go around spreading rumors and like how they doing with everything else, red flag, green flag, blue flag. Come on. This is 2017, man. Everybody got to wake up, educate yourself, research everything. Everything is out here for you to see. Look, this is my phone, and as I turn the colors of the hue, you see how my phone really isn't changing color, but the image is changing color. You see that inner image? It's things out here. This is not just a regular image. My hand and the phone not changing from white, but the image inside of this is changing as I change the hue color. It changes drastically. So it goes to show you, in light, everything resides. Light is what's called dimensions. And dimensions hold worlds. Whole worlds. And I'm not going to even get too deep on y'all, because then if I tell you you're in every dimension, because you're a part of everything. One is one in all. Because these little entities, that you want to call them, that make up your body, reside in each color frequency. So when you get some sun and you get this orange color right here, frequency, it's from these people right here, and it's meant for them on your body. So that's who get it, and they get energized. That's why you have the chakra colors according to those species of entities on each frequency. You understand? And they all over your body. They form cells. They work through magnetics. The magnetic field is what this is all about. All this is about energy coming through the magnetic field. If you understood the magnetic field, you wouldn't be so superstitious and wouldn't be thinking all type of crazy nonsense. All this is in the magnetic field. Every TV show that come on TV is in the magnetic field. Everything, your thoughts is in the magnetic field. Everything you ever thought of. That's like the Akashic records. So this is where it's at. It's not far. It's closer than you think, and it got a lot more counterparts to it. So I just want y'all to see what's going on. And it's funny. I didn't even do the contrast, because each image now you do the contrast, you got another layer to it. So let me look at one more layer before I end this off by just changing the contrast and going through it again. Like, you see now these is more alienistic looking workers on your body. All these people work on your body. Look, each time I change it up, we got different frequencies. They want me to show y'all this one now. You see these? These is more human looking ones, ancestors looking ones. Look at their faces and go slow. Stuff like this y'all don't get educated on or y'all know about. Y'all ain't gonna get this from somebody who actually been there and understand it. It's being taught. This is the teacher of the light. And you see how everything looks. I mean, this is one image on the phone. It's not a video being played, but I've switched it so many times. Look from here, the transition to here. And these is images inside images to make up one composite image. That's how everything works. You're multiple entities that make up you. And these entities is what's called dimensions. What's dimensions? Dimensions is your thoughts. That's why you can't control your thoughts. You have mad thoughts all the time running because they're talking. All these different things have an idea of what you should do and how you're supposed to do it. But you the mediator, you the one that decide out of all of this chaos what you're gonna do. That's the order out of chaos. The same way like if you believe in religion and God, that out of the primordial water or chaos, God used his mind and organized the elements and made everything. From one came two, from two came three. It's the same theory. So whatever came first is in the last, and everything in between is in the last. So don't think that if it was ever made, you're excluded from it. That sounds crazy. You understand? But all of this is different parts of you. Every picture you see here is in you. Don't be spooked and think you're you and you're special and whatnot. You're not special like that. You're made up of all God's parts. We all composite images of something. You're not all original. Your arm is, you're not just an arm, you're not just a finger. You're composite parts to make yourself work. So I'm going through another layer right now. As I take now the brightness. As you see these images right here. This is like older people. But yeah, my hand was in the magnetic field when I did this. This is under meditation, you get in there. But look at this. This is the blue family right here. You see them? Every being, I'm showing y'all all the different species that's out here. So y'all can't act spooked now and act like y'all never seen these things before. Because here they go, all coming from the magnetic field through my hand. And it's in you, everybody. When you go to sleep, these is what you see. These come at you. That's why you see, like in the Sigmund Freud books, these type of spirit entities is coming up out the books. I mean, coming up out the person onto their body, laying on top of them. That's these things. Some of y'all can't make them out because y'all never really seen them before. Y'all like, what the hell is that? You know, but really, you're going to get to know what it is just from looking and studying. I can't really tell you everything because there's nothing to tell you. So look and see, observe, be conscious. This is all dimensions. One picture taking you through all the different frequencies of light. All of these you could access yourself. This is all like memory, RAM. It's like To most people, we'll think the magnetic field is a big energy invisible ball, but it's actually the liquid. That's why it's a wave. It's like an oil, a little thin layer of oil around you, the pheromone, really, around everything, the cell. You see a cell, that outer layer? Yeah, it got some substance to it now. Because really, the big field is what it pushes out. It's like a wave. It pushes out a big ripple in the air to make your field that's electric and magnetic. But what it is, it's a real thin layer of oil, the crystals, the anointed ones, that produce a strong magnetic field oil out their body. You always have it. It protects you, protects every cell. It's around the apple. You bite in the apple, it's inside the apple. It's in every cell and so in the apple. And the thing is, if you wanted to heal the apple, you touch the outside of the apple, because it's the same magnetic field outside the apple that's inside every cell of the apple, and you can heal every cell. So it's the same way you'll heal your body, just like that. You don't have to go all into the minor details of the inner workings. I'm not saying don't go to no doctor. That's when you take it too far and you wait too long. You done destroyed your body and can't get it back. You go to the hospital. But if you don't learn yourself by trying to heal yourself, you ain't gonna know nothing, and always depending upon the government to assist you with the own execution that you put upon yourself by these corporation foods. You gotta try to at least eat God's food, natural food, and you won't be able to be so sick. Stay close to your proper BMI. But you can see I'm going through one picture, and this picture has changed so many times, showing you the different frequencies of different species, different entities that live within our magnetic field. And it's funny, when you pass away, this is where you're going. This is called the underworld, where you came from. Everybody came from the underworld too. So don't think that you're not like some type of half animal, half human being, and you're just a human. That's just what you see, but that's not what governs you. There's an invisible side to everything. You're just seeing the effect, but there's a cause of it. If you know the cause, then you know thyself. One love.